Hey YouTube, it's old Watachi again. Should have my sunglasses on or I'm going to be squinting the whole time I'm sitting here. But this video here I'm going to do, I bring up the Bible a lot. I talk about Jesus and God. And I always get these comments from somebody that are saying,
Phone disconnected.
phone disconnected. No, they're always saying, how can you believe in the Bible when the Bible was written by man to control men? I believe if man would have written the Bible in order to control other men, then the Bible wouldn't even say anything like what it reads today. Because nowhere in the Bible does it tell us to allow other men to control us. If it did, we wouldn't have the God-given rights and freedoms that God, the Creator, gave us when we were born. It would say more or less that to allow these other men to be our gods and to allow them to control us and for us to give them all we have. That would be a book written by men in order to control men. Now, they like to use this as an excuse on why they don't believe in the Bible, because it was written by other men. And man can't be trusted. That's why the Bible, when it was written by man, but inspired by God. And you're going to do God's will one way or another. If God wants you to do something, you will do it. He will give you free will in certain places, but you're going to follow a certain thing. Free will your free will comes is given to you for you to choose to believe in God or choose to believe in this world. And this world is not God's realm. It's Satan's realm. But now these same people that tell me I shouldn't listen to the Bible because it was written by men to control other men, they don't look at it in the same manner when they're talking about their globe earth, their Big Bang theories, their evolution, their, all this bullcrap that they believe so wholeheartedly that even if you give them facts that says what you've been told is a lie, they will still fight for it. No matter how many facts you line up on and stack up in front of them, they will still lie and want to go along with the belief that Satan came up with. And Satan is the one that came up with the whole brainstorming of the Big Bang Theory, the Earth being a globe, the gravity, the all this crap that we've been told is all Satan's doing. It's the devil's herd that's out here that works for Satan that keeps it going, but it's Satan's idea. It's Satan's doing because he don't want you to believe in a creator. He wants you to believe in everything happened by accident and you're just a nothing, just like an ant is nothing to you. You are nothing to this universe that supposedly stretches out throughout empty, endless space filled with stars and moons and planets and all this bull crap. That's what Satan wants you to believe. Because then, if you believe in his story, then you don't believe God's story and what God says is truth. And you will lose your soul. But these same people that claim all this do believe the men that wrote these books on science. They believe the men that wrote the books on the Big Bang Theory. They believe the men that wrote the books on gravity. They believe the men that wrote the books on outer space. They believe the men that wrote the books on rockets. They believe the men that wrote the books on satellites. They believe all these men that wrote, invented, built, whatever. The beliefs that these men tell everybody, they believe. But I'm supposed to look at the Bible and think, oh, that was written by a man, so I'm not to believe it because man is just trying to control other men with religion. Well, I guess you would have to call your science all religion too then, because it's the same thing you just claimed the Bible was. Everything in science was written by man. So if man is trying to control men, you can't believe nothing written in the science books either, people. You can't believe nothing. You can't believe anything that you haven't been there and seen it, felt it, smelt it, touched it, whatever, and yourself, because man has written everything else. So does that make sense? No, what you want me to do is say, no, if it's a science book, yeah, you can believe that because man wouldn't lie about science. But if it's a Bible written about the history and still making predictions of things that are going to happen in the future and hitting them pretty dead on, I'm not supposed to believe that book. I think not, people. I'll stick with my beliefs. You guys stick with yours. There we go. And we'll see who it works out for in the end. But anyway, people, if you have any empirical evidence that there's a sky vacuum filled with planets, stars, the moon is in our sky just like the sun is in our sky, but it is not in no sky vacuum. But if you have any evidence that it is, please send it to me. I will give you full credit for it, and you can probably be one of the richest people on the earth because they cannot prove space exists. They cannot prove gravity is real. They can't prove none of this stuff either. So you will be a pretty powerful person if you can actually show empirical evidence of any of this. May God bless us all, people. We're going to need it.